Coming up on Oily Trash Movies.
I hope this is all a dream.
Oh, they're huge!
And we're live. Hello, and welcome to Oily Trash Movies. This is the only podcast where two people watch and review bad movies while saying unfunny things the entire time.
We're your host. I'm Bubblegum Barbie.
And I'm Daddy Warbucks. I'll take the reins here. Bubble, do you know what day it is?
What day is it?
It's a day in October, and you know what that means, right?
No way! It has happened! Oh, I'm so excited!
That's right, it's time for...
So spooky.
Trashoween!
Ooh, so spooky!
That's right, we've got a whole month full of awesome horror movies that we're gonna ram down your throat, and it's gonna be a great time. This is also, coincidentally, our 200 subscribers special.
Oh, yes. I want to take a moment to thank every single one of you, especially our biggest fans who have adored us and love us, and they're just amazing, and they're the sexiest people of all time, Daddy Warbucks and Bubblegum Barbie. Thank you for supporting us, being our first viewers, hyping us up all the time. It means a lot. Thank you guys.
True. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm so glad that Daddy Warbucks and Bubblegum Barbie are the biggest fans of the show, because there's nobody else that I would rather have tuning in every week.
Yes, exactly.
Except for you, listeners. And you know what I gotta say? Our 100 subscribers special, I said that our first 100 subscribers were always gonna be our favorite and the best looking, but now that we have 200 subscribers, I think the second 100 subscribers, I might actually like them more than the first.
They are really good looking people. So, the first 100 I think are the most intelligent. The second 100 are probably good looking. So
So all this makes me wonder is what's going to be amazing about the next 100, because I can't wait to get to our 300 subscribers special.
That would be
so if you're listening to this and you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now.
Yeah, you want to be part of this Tower of Babel, because currently our tower is looking great. It's looking fantastic. It is a party. Like and sub.
We got
right
disco
now.
lights everywhere, dancing skeletons, zombies walking in and out doing the monster mash.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
People made of plastic. It's great. Get here now. You are invited.
No, we have one final announcement.
What is it?
Later this month, the first ever Oily Trash Movies production is premiering at the Gem City Horror Festival at the Inglewood Cinema in Inglewood, Ohio. Yeah, we're super excited. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into producing this movie. Sound decisions. It is a short film. And October 18th, if you are, again, in the Ohio region and you've always wanted to check out Oily Trash Movies live, yours truly, Daddy Warbucks, will be in attendance.
Yeah, the cast really worked hard, so I'm excited. And the crew.
Big shout out to everyone involved. That's all we have in terms for announcements. We got a great episode this week. We're gonna be watching Killer Witches from Outer Space. But before we get into that, do we have anything to say about Frogman? Great found footage movie we saw last week, and I don't have too much to add. I just want to say that after having seen so many years of seeing combination found footage with traditional film type movies where, you've got the sequences where people are filming themselves, and then you've got actual traditional cinema, and they sort of blend those together. And then going back to something that is entirely found footage from start to end, which I was sort of excited about. but this actually gave me a newfound respect for those blended styles of movie, because you get the grunge and the POV and the on the ground feeling of found footage, but you also get the sort of cinematic experience where you can have scoring and you can sort of have tension built and shots that are composed in a way that is it can be higher fidelity than found footage. And not to say that I don't think Frogman was a good movie, but it sort of gave me insight into how the style of found footage movies has evolved in the 25 years since Blair Witch Project came out.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I really like the found footage type of film. I adored that. I did like all the characters. I actually said this a couple days ago. I told this to our... I like Frogman. I realize that I really like Frogman, especially a Frogman in a suit.
I think we learned that Bubble has a frog fetish.
Typically Frogman in a suit. I said, put me in a larva and take me out when I'm ready. The reason why I said, I realized that scene it stuck with me. It was so gross. It was so the practical effects was just so good that I just loved it. It was so good. So good.
It awoken something deep inside of you.
Okay, that's all I want to say.
All right, enough about Frogman. This is a really special episode too, because we are completing the Milko Davis trilogy here on Oily Trash Movies. You all know him. He's an OTM favorite. Our first episode, Jurassic Thunder, followed up by Ghosters Phantom Patrol. And now here we are, the third Milko Davis movie we've seen, Killer Witches from Outer Space. Bubble, what do we know about this movie?
I'm really excited about Killer Witches Outer Space. For all you guys know, Milko Davis is a guy who is like us, loves making film, and it's an adventure sci-fi film. It was released in 2024. Just came out this October 31st. All Hallows Eve is changed forever for one sleepy little town when three youngsters team up to overthrow an alien invasion by sending those witches back from where they came. Trick or treat, smell my feet, witches come for people meet.
Ooh,
spooky. I think this is a perfect Spooktober film, and I'm ready to get into it. It doesn't say how long this film is, and I don't care. I'm ready for it.
Wait, hold on. I just want to say I'm really excited about this because in our first episode watching Jurassic Thunder, I was so flummoxed when I tried to give my ideas on how to fix the movie, and I said at one point that I think you make this movie work by just throwing money at it. And if you have a bigger budget, then you can afford to have a really exciting car chase sequence where there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex chasing you and zombies everywhere. But Milko Davis just didn't have that budget when he was making Jurassic Thunder. And I don't know what the budget for this is, but Milko did say that this is his first, quote, big budget movie. So we might actually see some really cool shit in this movie. I can't wait to see what our pal can do with a little bit of scratch, you know?
I'm kind of really impressed because it's not really that big of a budget. It's $100,000 was his budget.
Oh, wow.
It's still like we know the reason why I respect Milko is he's just like us. He's just a guy who wants to make his movies. And even with this, he got a little budget. He had a little money, and that's still a small budget. I'm excited to see what he could do.
All right, let's go. Oh my God, a Milko Davis film, yeah!
Yeah! Woo, woo, Milko!
Yeah. Yeah, I really hope the audio isn't fucked to hell in this movie.
Man, this intro's banging. Look at this. Feels like I'm in a theater right now.
The composing has definitely come a long way since that terrible stock music that was in the Jurassic Thunder parachuting scene.
my god, that's claymation right there.
The kids, they call them killer witches.
Oh my god.
That's the name of the movie.
The hype is so hype.
Alright, we're just full of practical effects. Oh man, I hope the cows are okay.
Oh no. It's okay, they'll just have chocolate milk.
What?
Yeah, you shake a cow. That's how you get chocolate milk. You shake it. Shake the cow.
Chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
Well, a milkshake. That's what I mean. That's what I meant. It's okay. We're just gonna get a milkshake.
Yeah, we'll just have a milkshake. Oh my god. Whoa. Is that like the, it's like the face hugger. These are like the face huggers from Alien.
Oh my god.
Although they look more spidery.
They're on your feet.
Okay, he's got a shotgun, but that was a rifle cartridge that came out.
No. Dead.
Damn. I hope this is all a dream.
Oh, they're huge.
I could be wrong, but I think this movie doesn't have any of the classic Milko Davis crew, like Heath and Elvis Sharp. I'm gonna be sad if we don't get to see any of those guys.
I think he might have them.
Oh, don't do that! You don't even know what that is.
I like how he was saying something, but his mouth wasn't moving.
I missed that.
Oh God!
Oh my god. This kid's dressed like a high schooler in an 80s movie.
Yeah, he's like dressed like a modern greaser. There's no way they would let that kid have a water gun at school.
That's what I was thinking. I don't even think you could say water gun in a school these days.
Yeah, I don't even think so. I don't even think you can have Pokemon cards. Like, that's how crazy schools are.
Oh, I remember Pokemon cards being banned in my school, and that was many years ago.
I do like this principle. See? Now it's accurate. They took his water gun.
They confiscated it. Damn, look how many extras are like walking around. This looks like a real school.
That's cool.
Oh man, that was a great transition. I think that it must have been, was that a drone shot that went up like that?
Who knows?
I'm sure Milko knows. I'm sure it has to be. It's not like he had a crane, right? Or a helicopter. Oh my god, holy water. Dude, what if they're weak to over-salted holy water?
I was just gonna say. The secret ingredient is over-salting your holy water. Yeah.
Demons.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, this is a really, like, scary-looking priest.
That's the kid who got mauled by the alien. Those are the kids.
Ooh, science. Wait, isn't he the guy who played... Yes, it is. It is him who was in Ghosters. And he was
oh my god, you're right, it is him! It's Heath, our favorite.
Our favorite! Heath.
Yeah, I think the makeup is so good.
Yeah.
I don't recognize it. It's the eye patch, too.
It's the eye patch, yeah. There's no way. Okay, so to our new 100 subs, one thing you gotta know about Daddy Warbucks is that he's the kind of guy, if you leave and come back with glasses and a big nose and a mustache, he'll be like, who are you? He wouldn't recognize you.
It's my only weakness. Assassins are constantly approaching me, and they're just like random women. And it's like, hey, it's me, Bubble. I'm like, oh, hey.
Oh my god, the hobo. Spooky.
Hobo Kurt Russell. Dude, these random kids going up to a homeless man at a fire. Like, it's how you get murdered, kids.
I know. So, knowing Milko Davis, he goes off of, like, really popular movies. I wonder if he's going off of the movie Witches and Aliens.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I was thinking there's a classic. This is why I misspoke at the beginning. Like, there's a very classic movie called Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Oh man, look at all those green bananas. Dude, what this should have been based on was Kids versus Aliens.
That guy is so old, I forgot he was the high schooler.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah. It's so funny because he's like the 30-year-old actor, but he's not as good as these child actors.
The kids do seem pretty good, which is shocking. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They do kind of have that xenomorph look with the big elongated head.
Oh yeah.
Dude, those aliens look pretty serious. Like,
They look dope.
there's no way these kids can fight them.
There's no way.
These kids are gonna get eviscerated. I hope that these two kids just get completely turned into viscera by these aliens, and then we cut to like a new set of kids and we introduce them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
The witch is like, shut the fuck up, kids. I hate that too. I'm for the side of the witches. Like, I hate children.
The close-up on the eye was so much better than the close-up on the eye of the dinosaur.
No, run away, kid.
Oh my god, the rain short-circuits them.
He's a cowboy versus alien.
He's a pastor, not a cowboy.
Yeah, but he
Actually, I guess
he's
he is a
pastor
cowboy, since
Yeah,
he-
because he has a hat.
Yeah. He does have cows.
Oh my god.
Ooh, miniature there. UFO, Santa Claus, zombie T-Rex, tsunamis.
Oh
those are all
God.
references to other Milko Davis movies.
He always has Easter eggs. Remember with Jurassic Thunder, you kept saying, you're like, this has to be a part 2. This has to be a... You like couldn't...
That's because nothing in the story made sense.
Oh my god, her parents are divorced. Do you think they're gonna get back together? Oh look, the bananas are ripe now. Did you see that?
Ha! No, I missed. Yeah, they are. That's because these are still the same bananas, and they were from filming like 2 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh, there's so many children characters that I don't even like. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Like they all just. Oh my god, get away! It's gonna eat you. It's gonna suck your blood.
Dude, there's gonna be a scene where they kill one of them with holy water.
Oh my god, I hope
It's gonna
so.
happen.
I hope so. And I hope it melts like the Wizard of Oz. Like, I'm melting.
Or like the one robot in Robotica Destructiva.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, this hobo has the life. Did you see that he has an actual chair?
He has everything a man could want in life. A fire and a
Yeah.
chair.
A fire, a chair, a blanket, and a whole... Like, look at that hay. That thing is expensive.
Bale of hay.
Yeah,
Man.
bale of hay. Oh my god. Do you think she's gonna die?
Nah. Has anyone died yet?
Oh my god.
It's like the spider webs you get for Halloween. Oh my god. Oh my god, so spooky.
Are those all children? Wait, are they the children that like we saw in the beginning?
That's who Heath and his brother are.
No, I'm not talking about like the beginning of the movie. I'm talking about the beginning of the scene where she was like with a bunch of kids and I was like, who are all these kids?
Oh, her friends? Yeah, those might have been her friends.
Oh my god, this car is sexy AF.
Well, they looked like they were still kind of alive. Is this a religious movie? Have we been duped into watching like a Christian film?
I think this is like based off of a like Cowboys versus Aliens. Was it a super religious movie?
Why would you think that? No, there's nothing. You've not seen Cowboys versus Aliens. Why would
Yeah,
you
but
think it's a
because there's
religious movie?
cowboys, I think it's religion.
Cowboys are known for their piety. I feel like the girl is actually a child actor, so it's kind of weird that she's acting opposite her boyfriend that's like a 35-year-old man.
Yeah, it is weird. And then meanwhile, the actor's offended because he's only 22.
This dude looks like he served at least 4 years overseas, honestly.
Yeah, it does.
He should have been cast as the military guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's me!
Oh my god. You starred in this movie, you jerk.
Yeah, I did cameo.
Oh my god, it is you. Oh my god, you did star in this movie. Damn, like the 100,000 budget went into all these Halloween props. That shit's expensive.
Milko Davis got his budget check and just went straight to Spirit Halloween.
I mean, that's what I would do, low-key.
I would do that even if I weren't making a Halloween movie.
I know.
Oh my god. Upstairs, the spookiest part of the house.
Oh my god, look, there's a cow up there.
A haunted cow. I like how he's got his holy flask. What's interesting is that they don't look anything like witches. They don't have witch hats like we have. They don't ride around on brooms. They're not doing magic. What makes them witches?
Maybe they laugh. Maybe they cackle like we do. Look at all these extras.
This is a party. I mean, admittedly, this is better than party scenes we've seen in probably most of our movies.
Yeah, it is. I mean, everything beats That's a Wrap. That's a Wrap was the saddest party I've ever seen.
Their raging hormones will go wild, and I'm not about to deal with those raging hormones that would annihilate me for doing it.
I'm with the principal. Like, that's kind of mean. You, like, set up a whole party and then you are asking them to leave and go home.
Oh my god, did you see when the lightning flashed? When the lightning flashed, you could see, it looked like there was a silhouette of one of the spiders there. You'll have to freeze frame it to see if I was right.
Look at him. He looks all sickly. Good job, makeup artist. He's such a good actor. He probably, like, prayed every night and everything. He probably wore that eye patch to prepare for his role.
He attended seminary school for 4 years to prepare for his role as Pastor Connor or whatever his name is.
I think it's Pastor Gates. Pastor Gates.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god! Hello?
Hello?
Let's go kill some witches.
Yeah!
Yeah! Oh my god, the hobo has powers?
Oh my god, he's a witch?
Oh my god! Oh, I thought he ran over the child. Idiot child, why are you walking in the middle of the night?
Yeah, what's she running from?
In the middle of nowhere.
Man, children in this movie are making horrible mistakes.
I know.
I got it. Copy. Alright.
Okay, that scene was definitely not mic'd properly.
To leave by themselves. The party is off.
You should have shut this down.
Ew.
He did just shut it down. He can't shut it down any harder.
These are like the oldest children in the high school.
They're the kids who have been like held back 3 times.
Oh, yeah. What's that movie that Adam Sandler did where he had to go back to like 3rd grade? I don't think I've seen that movie, but I know like the cover of it. He's sitting on like a desk and there's all these like 3rd graders behind him.
It's called Billy Madison, by the way. If you want to say, it's like Billy Madison.
Oh,
You're supposed to say, it's like Billy Madison, like you actually knew what it was, and then he will use that audio.
it's like Venus Madison.
I like that the exterminator characters that were just sort of like wrong about what was going on at the beginning are ending up being the ones who fight the aliens now. Oh shit. Oh my god, he's Van Helsing.
The power just went out. It's the light bulbs literally just exploding everywhere. Oh my god.
Well, good thing that the electricity's still on in the basement.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense because it was literally the power is only out because the light bulbs broke.
So this is like the plot device in M. Night Shyamalan's Signs, where the aliens are killed by water.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie either.
Oh god, I gotta pee now.
I know, I do too. This water's not helping. Oh my god, why are they so slow? Their house was literally invaded by aliens. Like, why aren't they running away from their house? I would be terrified of my home. Take care, come here, bye. You're on your own with no power. This school is in the middle of nowhere.
I wish we had a cat. What? A cat? What would we do with the cat? My cat
Taxidermy it! That's what we're gonna, if you don't follow us or like, that's what we're gonna do to your spiders. We're gonna throw taxidermy cats to it.
We're gonna feed your cat spiders. Oh no, the other bullies.
Oh no!
Oh dude, the water balloons! It's tying back together.
Yeah, I'm so sad. Wait, what happened to the parents? They never picked them up? It had like 6 hours to pick them up. It's already past midnight, I'm sure. Oh my god.
Well, good thing they barricaded those doors against these teleporting aliens. Damn, this look pretty good.
Yeah, these are dope. You should ask Milko Davis how much he would sell you one of that costume.
What would I do with a killer witch from outer space costume?
Wear it! Show your girlfriends. Be like, look what I got. Milko Davis, original from, witches
Like come out,
from outer
like
space.
they're in the bedroom. I walk into the closet and then I come out wearing that, and they're like, ooh.
Panties dropped. Holy water.
Well, we did get the scene where these things get killed by holy water.
I hope he oversalted it. Welcome to Oily Trash Movie, where Bubble says the same joke over and over and over again.
A joke, yeah, and a joke that's referencing another episode that people probably haven't watched.
They will watch it.
Man, this looks, it almost looks like Predator with that thing on its arm.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Hello, darlings. Oh, welcome to my domain, children.
Abracadabra.
I shall now suck your blood to rejuvenate my beauty.
Like, what are you guys doing? Run away from this thing. Oh, shit.
The witches don't want to get the old bullies because they know they're old. They're like, we only want young blood, not this ancient adult blood.
They remind me of Skull and Bulk from the original Power Rangers. Oh, shit.
These witches, these aliens are Spider-Man.
Yeah, this should be killer spiders from outer space.
I guess it makes them witches because it's in Halloween. Why are they in a green screen?
I feel like they didn't need to kill the principal. It seemed... The principal wasn't a douchebag, you know? He was actually on the side of the kids, saying, no, I don't want to shut this party down. Oh, the water gun! Another thing perfectly established. Those clearly don't have water in them.
Why are these old guys like in a green screen? Did they only like pass them for one day?
That's possible.
I'm never gonna graduate. You never were.
Oh, it's okay. You'll just repeat the 9th grade all for the 7th time.
Hold on. Who was the... What just happened? Was it the cross that he had? Did it get, like, sucked up in a tractor beam and then it somehow blew up the ship? Is that... Yeah, the school's blown up. Oh my god, AI filters. She was the worst character, I think.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Sorry, Pam.
She was also the worst actor.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant. Her performance was not my favorite. Heath.
As always, Heath carried this movie.
Yeah! taxidermied spiders.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Subscribe. Smash that like. Oh man, look at those green eyes. So spooky.
Oh, I love that cat. I want it. Take care, call me her. Bye. Milko!
Go!
Milko!
Milko! Milko gets multiple chance. Oh man, we're going the other way now with the credits.
Oh my god. These credits are crazy.
Ooh, edited by Milko Davis.
Yay! From outer space. Oh my god, the meteor.
Oh my god, is it gonna hit Earth? Oh my god, a whole fleet of killer witches.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm still team witches because no children, hell yeah.
Okay, that was Killer Witches from Outer Space. And the first thing I want to say is that this is by far the best looking Milko Davis film that we have seen.
I agree. The sound was good. The composer was fantastic. The cast was really good, especially it being children. A lot, like half of the cast being children. Like, good job. I do have some issues with the adults, but whatever. Casting children is very difficult, so I want to give props to Milko Davis for having to deal with that.
I want to especially say that the CGI has come such a long way. I don't know if Milko did the CGI in this. I know he did a lot of the green screen work and basically all of the effects on the other movies of his we've seen. So I don't know if how much of the budget went to maybe hiring out CGI talent, but the CGI looked great. Milko Davis acted as the visual effects supervisor for this movie, so presumably he did have a team or one or more individuals underneath him in which he essentially instructed them on the kind of shots he wanted. But yeah, I think the CGI looked great. The practical effects were pretty awesome. The witches looked great. The eyes moving around in them, the skeleton, like the little jerky skeleton. And even though you could tell that the eye and the skeleton was CGI, it still looked super creepy and effective. And I think, the blending of the CGI effects over top of the practical rubber suit all looked great. So definitely top props to that.
Milko Davis has to be like a car guy. I like the cars. I like every Milko Davis movie that I have seen. I've noticed he always has badass vehicles. So I think like his hobby away from movies is doing cars or collecting cars or just having friends with awesome cars. Like that, I've noticed that. That's my favorite part of this movie. And obviously, the practical effects was really cool. The things that I did not like, there's some issues.
There's a little bit of oil, we might say.
I really didn't like that it was alien witches, and you mentioned this. What makes them a witch? There's nothing. It would have been cool to have like some dialogue, maybe the main witch to like say something that makes it witchy. I don't know. That's the biggest thing that really bothered me. Another thing is the high school kids not looking.
Hang on. Let's go back to the witches, because I have something this is also something that I had brought up, and this is sort of like the central theme of the movie, because it is killer witches from outer space. And again, what made them witches, and why are they being called witches at any point? I feel like if they're witches, then they would die from holy water. But the witches in this movie are killed. We see them killed both by holy water and by regular water, even though at one point there is a character arc in which the exorcist has to bless the water before they'll go kill the aliens. And then for some reason, at the end, the ship is blown up by a giant cross. So it's like, okay, if these are actually witches and the cross would blow them up, let's make these actual witches. They come from space in a spaceship still, but we have like an opening where perhaps a portal to hell a la Doom opens up in space, and these ships fly through, so that they are both from space, but then they're also witches from hell. And then you can incorporate the holy water, everybody's a priest, the cross blows up the ship, and then that would sort of make sense. It's like, if they're just killed by regular water, why did we have this whole sequence where we have to bless this water?
Yeah.
There were too many fucking characters. I think we could have gotten rid of the rancher guy, who I thought was Heath's brother. He might not have been, but he didn't seem to do anything in this entire movie except for have one exchange with Heath at the beginning. And just tighten it up a bit, because it did feel like there was a lot of different characters in this movie.
Other issue. The reason why I find those two guys an issue is because the other characters were actually casted by children. So it just makes it really weird. If you're going to have 30-year-olds play as children, I recommend, being like Hollywood and all these teen movies, is hiring every high school as a, like, all these high schoolers have to be 30. You have to cast them 30 so that it doesn't look like a really uncomfortable format where you have this 35-year-old interacting with an actual literal child, or 18-year-old, or maybe just like young 20-year-old, where it's like his girlfriend. Like, it's just so odd.
That was Kathy Davis, presumably Milko's wife, who was the casting director. And I think all you needed to do was cast the daughter, the older daughter, as maybe an older woman who looked like she could be in the same scene as the character who played Zane, and he didn't need to call the cops. I think with having so many characters, we missed out on some potential arcs. Like, we sort of introduced these Terminators in just a random scene where they're not even the main focus of the scene. It was almost like the Exorcist priest's scene, and he was just talking to these termite people. But then you bring them back, and they're suddenly main characters fighting, and they have like an end of the movie sort of pre-credit roll stinger at the end. That felt kind of strange. I think we could tighten it up a bit. Okay, so I think one of the downfalls of having so many characters in this movie is that I feel like one of the worst habits of Milko Davis in his movies is he tends to just put big groups of characters next to each other and puts them all in frame simultaneously. During the scene where they're in the house and they're running around, you kept seeing all 4 or 5 members of the family grouped together. And then there was a scene when everybody gets together, and it's like, there's like 8 or 12 people all standing shoulder to shoulder, like cramming in to get into the shot. I feel like you maybe didn't need to do that with some of the scenes that he did that same technique in this movie. And it sort of stood out to me, I'll say.
Yeah, that is a good point, because I also feel like as Milko Davis, like he's very generous with his screen time. He needs, my suggestion is that he could be a little more selfish with his shots, and it's like when there's a character giving a line, it's about that character giving the line, because the importance that Milko needs to see is that his story that he's trying to put, that was on paper, that he wrote, and that's what's important, moving the story forward. I did like what this movie is so different from all the others is that this gives a serious vibe to it, where all the others was like, oh, we're just having fun and it's hilarious and look at this silly story. This one felt serious, which I see with a lot of the kids, the casting of the children, they took their roles seriously, which is like, okay, yeah, these children actors were really good. The sets were really fun, and it was actually it was really interesting because it was away from the green screen. There was only those few scenes with these old actors, old high schoolers. For me, it didn't make sense, but maybe that was a question that we should ask Milko, is like, are these SAG actors that you had to film all these scenes in one day, that you had these guys say this dialogue all in one day as to why they were in a green screen.
The high school dance scene definitely takes the cake, I would say. It's all of the Halloween costumes, all of the people in pretty good costumes, all the extras. It really felt lively. The direction there, I think, was great, and every scene that took place in that like high school gymnasium, I think that's where this movie shines through the most. It feels almost like it feels like a real movie. I feel like I'm watching a real movie, but then there's still some things that just seem strange, like the way that everyone's always crammed shoulder to shoulder. Sometimes it doesn't feel like a real movie, but I mean, like the props, the costumes, the effects, everything is pretty polished. And really, I probably wouldn't rate this oily, but I think I think it would be a disservice to Milko not to give this at least 1 bucket of oil. So that's what I'm gonna give it.
I think I'm agreeing with you. Like, I also want to give it 1 bucket of oil, which is very good rating. And I agree with War. Milko is so generous with all his actors and people doing stuff and all his extras that he does tend to cram him in one shot. That makes it feel like it's not a movie. But I really like the idea as always. It's fun. It's interesting.
There's just so many baffling decisions that, like, I just don't understand, you know? There's just things that it feels like they don't make sense. I can't wrap my head around that cross at the end that blew up the ship. Like, is this supposed to be a religious film? Is this supposed to be a kid's movie? Like, I feel like tonally, I don't know what I'm watching, and I think that's what makes it weird for me. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just baffled because I don't know what I saw.
I know. Milko Davis is just an interesting guy. Like, he's just a guy who just has, like, watches a movie. He's like, I like that. And then, like, makes it a whole thing. Like, I love Jurassic Park. Oh my gosh. It would be funny if Jurassic Park had zombies. You know, like, that's just Milko Davis. I don't get it. He baffles us every time. But you know what? I don't hate that I watched this movie. Would I recommend this movie? I don't know. Would you recommend this movie?
Yeah, why not? I mean, like, there's nothing offensive about it. Like, it didn't aggravate me. I wasn't frustrated, but I love the setup and payoff with the Chekhov's water gun. There really wasn't, like, a douchebag character that you got catharsis from when they were killed at the end. And I guess that's who the principal was supposed to be, but he was so on the side of the kids all the time. Even when he was chewing out the bullies and he took their gun, he was like, you guys need to learn how to be better students. You need to volunteer to help this. I can't remember. He recommended the fatter one to do something. Oh, he's like, yeah, help with the garden. You know, it's like, oh, this guy genuinely seemed like he cared for these kids, and then boom, he gets eaten. The movie's kind of a mess, but it's definitely the best Milko Davis film we've seen here on Oily Trash Movies. I think it's a great finale to the Milko Davis trilogy on OTM.
I agree with you 1001. Alien witch invasion. Agree with that. I think it is a good Milko Davis. It's probably his best. I would recommend this movie if it's like on, where is it? On Hulu or like, where can you see this movie? Yeah, I think you could, if you want to watch an indie kind of like bad movie or a movie where you're just confused and you're like, what is this? Or you want to see something new and fresh, but something you wouldn't like bizarre, I recommend this movie. You could watch it with your kids, you could watch it with your grandmother, you could watch it with yourself, you could watch it with your girlfriend, you could watch it with your boyfriend, and you could watch it by yourself, and you could watch it with an alien witch, you could watch it in outer space. At the end of the day, I'm not angry about it. It was good.
No, oh my god, I just realized, so I had called out that he's firing a shotgun and then a rifle shell falls, but rewatching it, the rifle shell, the shell casing is actually CGI. They CGI'd that casing in. So they could have just CGI'd in the right casing. Oh well, it's fine. I don't care. That's funny though. It's funny that I didn't notice it. It just goes to show that the the CGI there versus, say, like, the CGI shit stain that Heath had on his face when he covered himself in the dinosaur shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you could obviously see that was a CGI shit stain tracked onto his face.
Oh my god.
Black.
This guy is such a bad, this character is such a bad school guy that his backpack is a vanilla folder. So funny.
All right, take care, comb your hair.
And remember to mace directly in those alien witches' face. Bye!